Bobbity bobbity bop, we are back. Welcome back to another day, another nickel. Here with your friendly neighborhood janitor, JPD. Hopefully that changes eventually, sooner than later. Today has been a much better day, and I think that that's mainly because I didn't have to go clean. At this point, that shit triggers me. My body rejects it. And I'm sure that sounds funny to some people because why would you start a commercial cleaning company if that's how you feel about cleaning? Well, the thing is, I didn't always feel this way about cleaning. In the beginning, it was really just a means to an end for me. And over time, it grew into a trap. So now I'm in a position where I'm stuck doing something that I never planned to or was interested in doing long term. I thought that cleaning would be a foundation, a bridge, a door, a gateway to the life that I really want to live. I thought it was going to be the foundation that I could build on top of, but it never became that. It just became a cycle of issues, complaints, and shitty employees and clients. And now, because I built my life around that, that's what I'm stuck dealing with. And that's the thing that I'm trying to change. That's the part of my life that I really need to adjust. Because again, this is never the life that I wanted to live. This is not the life that I chose. This is not what I thought that I was signing up for. I'm a creative at heart, and that's what's really driven me. I built the foundation, or I attempted to build the foundation so that I could place my creativity on top of it without always having to worry, because that worry, that distraction, I always thought that it would kill and get in the way of the creativity. So I wanted to go with something practical, something simple, something that I thought could be reliable, and I wanted to leverage that so that I could create financial and time freedom for myself. But I've just created a financial loop, a trap. And the ironic thing about it is it's creating all the stresses that I thought would kill my creativity. These experiences have caused me to do a lot of thinking, soul searching, and something that I've spent some time thinking about is how ambitious people approach things. And I've noticed a pattern. It's usually one of two ways. And I'm talking about how ambitious people approach their primary goal. One option is how do I put this? The two-job hustle. So they might have a primary job, maybe a regular 9 to 5, something that funds their life, and maybe there's a little bit left over to invest into what they really want to do. and then they do the thing that they really want to do on the side, and you can probably see what the issue would be there. Time, bandwidth. That primary job, while it may be the thing that's allowing you to survive, and possibly, if there's anything left over, partially funding what you're trying to build up to, oftentimes it leaves people with not enough resources, and it pulls away from the energy and time that could have gone into the thing that they really wanted to do. Whoa. Saw like a little frog or something. And then the other option is what is this? Oh man, I swear there was a name for it or something. Ah man. The hopeless creative, the person that is following their dream, but they don't have money. They might be sleeping on people's couches, staying with their people. Everything that they do is for the life that they want to live. But see, then the distraction becomes just simply maneuvering through life. The person, the 2-job route, they don't really have to figure out how to maneuver through life, but they have to figure out how to make time and energy for the thing that they really want to do. So either life can become your restriction, or surviving life can become your restriction. And I think that because I was the person that decided to take the 2-job route, well, this is funny. Allow me to elaborate. So I think that because I can be viewed as a person that took the 2-job route, I think to myself and I say, damn, I think I may have rather been the hopeless creative. But, they say the grass is always greener on the other side. I'll probably chalk that up to that. And it's interesting because when I got into business, I think a lot of people would say I didn't take the 2-job route because I jumped right into it. I was making money on gig apps to survive. I didn't have a job that was helping me, or a traditional or a regular job that was helping me survive while I was building that. But the reason why I call it the 2-job route is because that's never what I was passionate about. That was my job. That became my job. That became the same thing that I was trying to avoid. Maybe I should have just... See, in hindsight is 2020. I can say this. I can say maybe I should have just stuck with a regular job and tried to go after my creative ambitions. But the same issues are still right there without the upside. Because in business, yeah, it can get really bad. You can make no money, but it's also possible that you could make amounts of money that normally wouldn't be available to that might not normally be available to you if you're going to a traditional 9-to-5 job. The possibility of making larger amounts of money, and the possibility of time freedom are what made starting a business more attractive to me than just working a job. So I understand why I took the route that I took. I wanted the upside. I was still willing to put in the work for the security and certainty though. But I just never got to that, because the thing about a traditional job is you may not have the upside, but you do have the baseline. So to be honest, I can't say that that would have worked for me. But this isn't working either. And I really want something to change. I've wanted something to change for such a long time. So now I'm at the point where I'm looking at my life. I'm looking at what I've learned, because while I may have not gotten what I wanted, I can't say that there wasn't anything that I gained. So now I'm looking at everything and I'm seeing how can I use those skills to get to where I want to go. And something that I've noticed is what I've been doing is just refining. So a traditional job didn't work. I actually did first try to trace. I actually did first try to trace. I actually did first try to chase my creative ambitions. But I realized in order to do that properly, or at the level that I actually wanted to do it at, I was going to need capital. So that's where the cleaning company idea came in. Let me build a boring business, a simple business, a stable business, something I can automate or eventually sell and use that as my foundation. So, damn, I did try the hopeless creative route. I did try the 2-job route. I've worked a traditional 9 to 5. I am a business owner. And every step that I take, I just see, okay, 9 to 5 doesn't work. How can I improve on this? Okay, simply chasing creative ambitions isn't working for me. Okay, how do I build on this? How do I refine this? Okay, cleaning company. Okay, so now I'm to the point where I'm building this new business, and it maintains the original objective while removing many of the things that I didn't like about the cleaning company. But the further I get into it, the more friction I encounter. I realize, yes, this is better, but this still is not what I want to do. And and because of that, I think I have to go back to being the hopeless creative. I just have to do it differently, because my tolerance for a lived existence that I do not want gets lower and lower and lower as time goes on. And there aren't a whole lot of other options for me. So here I am. Your friendly neighborhood hopeless creative.
I got a lot on my mind. My mom tell me I should try to go talk to somebody. Yeah, in the past I tried, but nowadays a nigga don't really want to talk to nobody. I don't want to bother nobody. I'd rather go talk to the beat and smoke me a blunt, be out of my body. Thank God for my nigga Ronnie.